Mic on, and I am ready to do a quick video for you guys. Give me 1 second. I just left my camera on, and I don't think you guys need to see my face through this whole thing. 1 second. Screw it. Okay, so I'm going to bring up the charts. We're going to jump right into it. This video is about us doing some quick Tesla and Apple opportunity analysis, and maybe some things that we were looking at after this big split going on with Tesla and Apple. Let's see here. Yesterday, if you guys can see my screen, here's the chat room. Mitch got the first trade off of yesterday. It's lower time frame stuff. And I think that first one hit, bing, right there. Yesterday, normally you wouldn't see us trade a 1 minute chart for a day trade, but I guess because of the Tesla IPO is kind of okay yesterday. So, every once in a while you just respond to the market you're given. But it's a good opportunity to be able to trade Tesla. I mean, even at its higher price, you'd sometimes rather just trade a more expensive stock than buy a bajillion shares of some garbage company or something like that. So here's the chart of Tesla. Let's see here. This is a daily chart, and obviously it's been straight up. The chart looks the same. So I've been through a couple of these splits. Apple from whenever it was 600 in 2014, I think, or something like that. I've traded these a few times. Not always is there an opportunity. The chart is where we're going to start off. Obviously in a clear uptrend. We're getting a little bit of a pullback today. Could be profit taking. There might be some levels within these little pauses here that we're going to take a look at. Another thing I want to point your eyes to is that the options are very expensive. Earnings isn't until October 21st. So, we got some time here before earnings. This is level 5 is, it's something there. Let's put it that way. I'll look at a couple other companies and we'll take a look. Really quickly, let's just look at the options and see what they're going for. Let's see. Oh my God, I have all the strikes. Hold on. Let's just look at it near term. Stocks trading for 470. 475. 61.95, 88. I mean, it's still cheaper to trade this than the stock, but just obviously they're fairly expensive. These are October. Let's see. Could we sell some premium for next week? I don't think so, but well, maybe. Let's see what we can do. Let me go back to the chart and let's see what let me go to the 195. I like getting a little bit more specific, just drilling down into time. Could be something in here. This is looking like something. Let me see. 1 hour. No, I mean, no, I'd have to break all my rules that if any of my students see this video, are not going to be thrilled. So nothing here on Tesla. I was pretty sure, sometimes that's just as good of analysis as you want, is just to not trade the damn thing. This little uptick here was kind of crossing my eye, but there's all this activity here. Nothing I want to trade. So the last ditch effort is maybe somewhere in here we could look at. It's 5. Let's look at a 30, and we'll drill down. No, there's just nothing. Let's go to 15. All right, you could use the whole. Let's use the whole candle. But you got 2 near misses here. 469, 465. All right, this is a 15-minute chart. So depending on how this enters, this is where I'd be looking to get in. Let's go back to the options now. Let's look at 3 days expiration for. What did I say that was? 469, 465. Let's see if we could sell. So the 460s are around 13. If I try and make this into a spread, what happens? Let's look. delete this old one. Yeah, I mean, 460. $1.80 credit. I mean, this isn't a bad deal, to be honest with you. Let's see. Chart. I mean, we got a lot of room for error here with this trade. I'm not going to sell 10. All right, so just even selling one, 180, using about $500 of buying power. I don't know. I kind of like this trade. I'm not a big fan of it. So I don't usually sell premium off of like a lower time frame chart. If you guys, if you didn't take the boot camp, you know, well, I teach that the lower time frames are more for like day trading. So trades you're going to be in and out of in the same day. You know, the 60, the 30, 15, and 5. Those are more our day trading time frames. So that way we're in and out of the same trade. It's a lower quality trade, but with Tesla, and it only have to stay there for. Actually, let's look at some Greeks and just see what that gets us. So, yeah, I mean, selling premium. I mean, I'd still like it better than. I still like to use the option on this than, but then let's go out a little bit. Let's do one. So this is a good trade, selling the $1.80 credit. And then all of September, all of October. This is probably the nearest term. I think this might be too much. 464 is that bottom one. So let's be conservative here. I mean, still cheaper. Wow. Got a 62 delta in November. Wow. Okay. So let's say we want to just do an intraday trade by that 460 and a 62-cent move. I would need to use 10 grand of buying power. Oh, wow. That spread looks a lot better now. All right. All right, so this is the closest I can get to a good trade on Tesla. Some little levels here, but this one stands out at me. Might hit today before the close. We'll see. I'm going to go with a no trade here on Tesla. This just doesn't. This is shaping up to no trade on Tesla. Sometimes the best trades are the ones you don't take. Okay. Sometimes knowing not to do anything is powerful. No trade on Tesla. This is not something right now. This is not shaping up to. It's going to be a difficult trade if it makes money. It's going to like I like the easy trades. Put it that way. I did say we're going to look at Apple. Let's look at Apple, and I think it's the same deal. I already kind of cheated a little, and let's go to the daily chart. Section 3. Okay, so these options are going to be a little cheaper. It's also a much cheaper stock now. So, I mean, none of this is really exactly making me excited. But I get so many messages about Apple, Tesla. Listen, guys, a lot of things to trade. You don't need to trade Apple and Tesla. I understand why you want to. There's just nothing really here for me to be like, oh, I love that trade. Take this trade. I want the things that just like I don't have to work for. I just have to, the trades I work my butt off fail just as often as the ones I find easy. So, all right. So we have almost this. Oh, sorry. Give me a second, guys. Interestingly, we have this here, but I don't think this is going to qualify. Let me measure it out. What do I mean by qualify? I guess I should have edited my language. Yeah, so like in the boot camp, I teach you guys that just because you have something looking at it on a chart, it then has to meet the criteria we teach you, which is just a simple checklist. This doesn't meet one of the most important criteria, so no trade there. Let's see if this one does. It just meets it. I really would prefer this to be 3-1 than 2, but the there's something right there. If that trade melts right through it, we could look to take a long here. But that's for a day trade, and I don't, to my knowledge, if you guys are day trading, a little bit more active, send me a message because I'm under the impression everyone I talk to is really doing more like the swing trading, like in a trade a day or two, and out, not so much in and out the same day. If I'm wrong, please send me a message. Just reply to my email. It'll go to me directly. I'm the only one who reads my emails, and let me know because I'm curious about that. I do a fair mix of the two, and I do a fair mix of the two now. When we were in the middle of the pandemic, I was doing just swing because just I had the kids all day. My wife's, if you guys don't know me and we haven't talked, my wife's an RN during the pandemic. I took care of the kids. She went to the hospital. Schools are closed. Here I am. Now with things a little bit calmed down slightly, I have some more help from my sister, helping out with the kids, so I have a little bit more free time to do this kind of stuff. I'm back to a semi-normal schedule. So let me know if you're day trading more than you are like swing/investing and stuff. So same with Apple. This is the closest we can get to a good trade here. The options are probably fairly inexpensive here. I don't really particularly like. I guess you could 132. No, I mean $2 move is all we need to make money with options. So yeah, this could work. Don't forget, again, you guys did not take the boot camp. Then here's where we are right now. We're waiting for price to come down here. Once price comes down here, we're expecting upward movement like that. Okay. So I know I just mentioned Apple and Tesla in the email. Let's quickly, because I think I have it here. Make sure it's the same trade. 282.04. Oh, he's a little bit aggressive in his. Oh, because he has 130. Okay, just do what he does. Okay, I think Mitch is taking the whole thing in here. I guess I'm more aggressive, so he's really focused in on that red candle there, for his own reasons. Let's just use the whole thing so that way, because, like I said, there's going to be a few people who did not take the boot camp course, and they won't get it. But really, the same. I like this trade a lot. This is overly aggressive. Maybe I'm the wrong one on this. Let me adjust that. I don't know why I just said that. Here, the way I had it is the way I like it. Mitch is really focused on just the red one. I'm going to give myself a little bit of room for error here. I know it's quite a big zone. This is about 4 to 3, almost $5 a risk, but Facebook's a $300 stock. It's going to happen. And there's Facebook. And then we're going to look for Facebook to come down here. We don't get into these trades. Again, in the boot camp, you would have seen that. But we don't get into this trade until it comes back down here. So we need to see this and then be able to react when price comes back down here. If you're a newbie, you could set an alert. Newbie, but meaning like, or just let's say you're trading a small account and you can't put all your capital into one. You got to be a little bit more flexible. Set an alert. It's really set with. I use Toss and I have another account someplace else too. But the alert systems work pretty well on the main brokers, to my knowledge. Like E-Trade, Fidelity. Some of the guys use Robinhood, but they don't like it for the charts, is what it is. But waiting for this price to come down here, and then we'll look for it to go back up. I like this trade. We could look to do some option stuff on here, but I think the options are fairly expensive. Section 3. Facebook. 282, 276. I bet the 275s are all we can really. $67 deltas. All right, this is my sweet spot. I like. Oh my god, I've traded Facebook so much. Just do the analysis on one, and then I'll allocate. So if we bought the 275 call, we would pay $40. So you would need $4,000 in your account, okay, and $60 delta. And it's obviously when price comes back down, these options are going to be a little bit cheaper. What are they? I don't know why that's not sticking to my head. $40, so $41, let's say. They're going to lose some of that value as it comes back down. $15, and lose a lot of that value actually. But if we can maintain that 60 delta, would be amazing. Because then if we have, let's say $10 of upside, let me just put my fib tool on here that I use for risk and reward, right, like that. We can even get to 290. We get a really nice trade on this one. If this works, this is a nice trade. I like this a lot. Good job, Mitch. All right. So I know the title of it is Tesla and Apple, but we were going to look at. But I think the best trade out of the two of those is really to not trade them. That's what I would say. I mean, if you're an investor, I don't, I'm not giving investing advice here, and I'm not a financial advisor. Do what you want with those. But if I'm a trader, I don't want to own things. I want to make an income, right? So this pullback in Facebook, if it doesn't work, I get stopped out. I lose a little bit. It's not. I can live with that. If that maintains that 60 delta, which it might not, but anywhere 50 to 60, I'll make money. Even if it comes in here and goes down, I'll lose a little bit, but I'll allocate my money so that way if I keep the loss very small and keep my upside high. And that's the name of the game here, folks. So I just reviewed 3 trades for you. I have no idea how long I'm talking here. Let's see if I can. If it tells me here. No, it does not. All right, that's fine. So I readjusted Mitch's chart from the trade room here. Let's see. We created this for people who just bought the boot camp, and so far so good. This trade's in there already. If you're not in the boot camp, reply to this email, and I will see if we can get you in there. We ended 2 weeks ago our last tranche of students, and so far so good. So this trade on Facebook looks good. I am not overly excited for Apple and Tesla just yet, but I've traded Tesla last couple of years. I've had a lot more trades on Apple than I have on Tesla. But in Tesla, I done quite a few option trades on it, and the chart's just not telling me anything I want to see. So I don't force a trade. And really quickly, let me just look at the broad market. We did have a little bit of a move down, funny enough, last night. Right there, this is the S&P futures. Use that as a guidepost. I've traded them since I started 10 years ago. I've been trading the S&P futures, but here was the leg down that we took. We had this move down. Price came in here last night, ticked, and then at some point made its way all the way down here. And now it boggles the mind. Now it's right back in here. I can't take it short again. More than likely that's the previous high, that 35.24.5. This is the high point, the highest point the market has been. I expected it to just rip right through it since this one worked okay. We could see a little stall right there inside that little area. It could just melt, but more than likely it's going to melt right through it. I mean, be careful this week. We do have on Friday is non-farm payroll, so be careful trading that and holding through it. I try to be 100% flat for unemployment, so just be careful with that. But this ticked in here, worked out very nicely. I didn't have a trade here. I wasn't paying attention enough, just too busy yesterday. Now here we are, and we're close to. I wouldn't be. We have an hour and 10 minutes until the market closes. And the futures market open a little bit later than that, but let's just use the 4 o'clock close. I wouldn't be surprised if it cracks right through it and then maybe stalls here a little bit for the next day or so. But I think at the end of the day, it's just upward trajectory. I'll do another video on like a broad market analysis this week too for you. But if you have any questions, respond to my any questions in response to my video, just hit reply. Like I said, the emails go right to me. And good luck. Stay safe. Wish trade small. And I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.